Welcome to Out of the Blue, number 350. All right, so there's this news item. Today is October 20th, 2017, and there's this news item floating around in lots of different places about this New York University study that shows that after your heart stops, you have 10 to 20 seconds where you can still think. Now, this is a scientific study, and but for Neo-Swedenborgians certainly, and for people who have been reading and following near-death studies, near-death experience stuff, it's really not news. So the question is, you have 10 to 20 seconds after your heart stops when you, according to the article, you realize you're dead. And you have this so-called hyper-real experience. Hyper-real means more than real. You have this more than real experience that can last. Here's the funny thing, is even though on the clock on the wall it lasts 10 to 20 seconds, subjectively, which is how we experience it, if you read the accounts of people who have experienced it, it can last, they say there's no time. It is atemporal. Aspatial, there's no space, and atemporal. And so, since your eyes are closed and there's no time reference, it is essentially eternal. Which is to say, it seems to last forever. Now, but speaking Neo-Swedenborgianistically, Neo-Swedenborgianism presupposes a closed system. Okay? These people fly away down a tunnel of light into a some sort of celestial realm, which we Neo-Swedenborgians see as their own mind, their own psyche. So while it seems like they've gone to a distant place, really they are entering their own psyche as an ego, as a self that is in this vast realm. So though it is only the width of your head, it appears to you at the time to be an utterly vast and hyper-real realm. And so to speak Neo-Swedenborgianistically and to say that they're in their own head, that means everything in your life is in there. So you're putting stuff in there. So I kind of want to just skip to the end and refer back to my other videos where I'm saying that what it means to be a Neo-Swedenborgian means that you want to try to find and try to do the things that you want in your life. You want to be able to, as much as possible, because I understand there's demands the world places on you, and there's things the world does to you. But within that, it is important, it is imperative to think about what you want and where you're drawn. Okay, so I'm here making these videos and I'm doing my own thing. And I, again, want to encourage you to do your own thing, or at least to spend some time thinking about what your own thing might be. Because when you have this, the articles talk about people die, they have 10 to 20 seconds. Well, that 10 to 20 seconds is experienced subjectively as potentially 30 to 40 years. So you see what I'm saying, and I've said this before. The 10 to 20 seconds that you have after your heart stops while your mind is still working, objectively the clock ticks 20 seconds on the wall. Subjectively, which is how we actually live, you could have an extra 30 to 40 years of life as real as this, or in fact, if you listen to the accounts of other people who have experienced it, even more real. So you can have a more real section of life, 30 or 40 years worth, which happens after your heart stops but before your mind fizzles out. Okay? And so it seems to me like it may help to be prepared for it. And the way to prepare for it is to think about it and to examine it and to examine your own thoughts, your own memories, your own actions, your own behaviors, and then to even proactively put things in your life that you want there. And we'll continue on this next time. Thanks for watching. And I'll add, please don't subscribe, because I've been watching some videos. I've been floating around YouTube lately, and everybody's always like, please subscribe, please subscribe. And in fact, I don't really want subscribers except for people who really want to be here. You don't want to be here, don't be here. I'll add one more thing, or it's actually two more things. So one thing was that I talked about thinking about or trying to get a sense of where you're drawn. Let the universe draw you. And so then you are drawn by the universe, and then you can look at the double meaning of that word draw. To be drawn, to draw is like to scribble with a pen, and to draw is also to pull towards you. And so if you let the universe draw you, you let yourself be drawn towards whatever it is you feel drawn towards. You are being drawn like a little picture by the universe. That's the first thing. The second thing is looking at these things the way I'm talking about answers a lot of interesting questions. One of the things you hear about in the near-death experiences, the person says, we traveled vast distances in the blink of an eye. Okay? Traveled a vast distance in the blink of an eye. Well, if you look at it Neo-Swedenborgianistically, that they're in fact only in their head. The vast distance, the reason they can travel this vast distance in the blink of an eye is because it's only from here to here. Or it's only from, it's only a couple inches. It seems like a vast distance. It feels like a vast distance. They get woken up after their cardiac arrest and they said, I traveled a vast distance to a distant realm, and grandma flew me over these beautiful gardens, and we went to some other place, etc., etc. Well, how did this all happen in 10 seconds? Well, it happened in 10 seconds because it was all right here, and the vast distance was actually from there to there, or there to there. Okay? Anyway, welcome, and thanks for watching.